Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for January 2025. I feel like we have quite the year ahead of us. We're starting, astrologically, we're starting on the 30th to the 31st of December, which is really starting the year of 2025 with the new moon in Capricorn. And the new moon is kind of where you're planting the seeds for the lunar cycle. So you're planting your seeds that will be reaped at the full moon. So Capricorn wants you to evaluate your ambitions so they align with your long-term vision. Consider your responsibilities and take disciplined steps towards achieving your goals. On the 1st to the 2nd of January, depending on where you are in the world, Moon enters Aquarius and it highlights what needs to change. The 6th of January, Mars retrogrades, enters Cancer, and it makes us focus on our emotional gardens and tending to our emotional gardens, really. And so it's a lot of change and new perspective coming in. The full moon will be in Cancer on the 13th of January, and also the moon rules Cancer. So we get a little bit protective, a bit emotional, and not only for ourselves but also the people around us, making sure that we kind of want to tend to not only our emotional garden but other people's as well. And the full moon illuminates what also needs to be addressed. On the 19th of January, the sun enters Aquarius and it makes you focus on your future, your hopes, your dreams, and how you can push yourself out of your comfort zone and try and find that, and how you can find that rebellious spark within you for the upcoming year and for the month to come. Open yourself up for unconventional ideas and push for renewal and push for that getting out of that comfort zone. The 29th to the 30th of Jan, the new moon will also happen in Aquarius. You have the sun in Aquarius and the new moon happening in Aquarius, planting the seed for, really pushing for new. So you have both the sun and the moon in the back, pushing you forward, propelling you forward. Culminate the ideas you have had since the sun entered Aquarius as well. So really think about what you can change and take it from there. 2025 also adds up to the number 9. 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9, and that is the communal. It's the number of the year for all of us. And then number 9 represents it's the last digit of a numerological cycle. So after 9 you have 10, which is 1 plus 0, or the Magician and the Fool. So it's a brand new cycle, and the last time it was in a number of 9 was 2017. So really ask you to look at the lessons you've learned since 2017. 2018, and look at all those hard lessons and the good lessons and what you actually learned and picked up since then. It's kind of just it's the result of all those years, since the number 9 will be ending this cycle. It asks you to look at what you need to shed in order to become the new you. And speaking of shedding, 2025 is also the year of the snake, and the snake always sheds its skin. So it's going to probably be a very interesting year with quite a few planetary alignments that are happening at the same time. But right now, I've cleansed your space and I meditated on your cards. I just want to do a last cleanse with you here before we get started. So you will be hearing 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. So this monthly reading will be done through a Celtic cross because I'm just feeling that a minute. So I'm going to pull the first card, which is going to bring out what past energy or the energy you're bringing into 2025. What have you gone through, Taurus? So can I please, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels and Ancestors and my higher self, could I please have the energy of Taurus's past? What energy is Taurus bringing in to January of 2025? Can I please ask for one card? What energy is Taurus bringing in to January 2025? You know, I feel really drawn to using this deck, so I am going to do that. What energy, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels and Ancestors, is Taurus bringing in to January of 2025? Can I please have one card? What energy is Taurus bringing into January 2025? The second, the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, you know, the twos are always about balance, isn't it? Patience here, balance. You've been building your castle and now you're looking out to the world. But there might be some kind of, since this card is in reverse, and I don't really necessarily read the reverse as a negative thing. It could just be a blockage that you're blocking yourself. You've been building here steadily, going on. You've been planning, you know, it's about taking the first step, but maybe you're not taking the first step. Maybe you've just been planning and planning and planning and not really been daring to take that step outside of your safe castle. You know, you've been gathering the materials to make your dream come true, but you're not really just started. Something is pulling you outwards, but you've not really been taking any action towards it. Right, so not taking actions then, Taurus. We're also going to look at your hopes and fears in January 2025. Positive card means hope, a negative card means fear. And here it is then, so it's the Two of Swords. This is, since it's also a number of two, is patience, balance. Maybe you've been a bit indecisive here. You have a fear of being a bit indecisive. You have the vast ocean here, the vast, you know, unconscious, with a little bit of spotted land. Maybe you don't feel like you have enough land to stand on. The Two of Swords is always, you know, she's weighing up which one to use. It's almost like a scale here. The sword's always double-sided. It can cut or it can cause good at the same time. So there is not a, you know, maybe here is that you're not taking clear action, or you're actually not taking actions on what you want because there's no winner or loser here. There's no clear winner. You can see the pros and the cons with both of it, and that's why you might reminisce in this energy of not taking action. You have different choices and you might be in a bit of a stalemate, but you are the one that brings in the actions. You know, you need to take actions in order for the energy to move forward. Otherwise you're blocking this energy, and that's why it's in the reverse. See if we can turn this down a little bit. There we go. That's why this energy might be reversed, because you're scared that it's not going to lead anywhere, or you're scared that it might cut you instead of actually working out in your favor. And whether you decide it or not, everything is happening for a reason. You know, everything's happening. You are deciding how it is going to cut. If something is not working out your way, it's very easy to say, but try and look at it in a positive way, you know, because maybe something else, maybe that wasn't meant for you, and maybe you were meant for something else. The present moment, Taurus. What is your energy in the present moment? How are you doing? How is your circumstances right now? The present moment for Taurus. Wow, we're gonna go with Judgment. Judgment is like a wake-up call. Reflection. Maybe you're stuck in a it's also two tens here, which makes it 20, doesn't it? So you might have synchronicities with the number 222, angel numbers. Look that up if you're not aware of it. Could also have to do with awakening a calling, embracing your true path, you know, in case you're scared that something might not go your way, it might not be your way. You're also blocking it, but not really doing anything. You're at a stalemate here. It's a bit of a rebirth, you know, looking back and having an honest evaluation of yourself, and that might also be the second of wands here. You know, he's looking at the world in his hands, and he's dreaming about the world, but is it safe enough to leave the castle? All the reverse will go into the upright and will move forward as you are working on this energy, and it always goes up into the upright. You know, you're not meant to look so harshly on yourself or the situation. See your worth still through mistakes, and understand that, you know, what's not meant for you is not meant for you, but what is meant for you will never pass you by. All right? The crossing energy to Judgment here for Taurus in January 2025. What is the crossing energy for the Judgment here for Taurus? What is the crossing energy here for Taurus? The Three of Hearts. Three of Hearts, wow. I don't know if you needed to hear that since I said it wrong. The Three of Swords. New life, point of no return. Could also mean suffering, despair, you know, heartbreak. Some truth might be painful, but it might be exactly what you need to hear. So there's a sort of rebirth happening here. No matter what you're going through, you are being called to your higher purpose. There's a lot of swords going on here right now. You know, it's... but I feel like there's more, rather than despair, there is, this card gives space for new life. Judgment is reflection and awakening to a calling and a true path. This might be despair right now, but you will see how that is bringing, you have no choice. There is a point of no return. You have no choice but to propel forward. That's quite beautiful, actually, Taurus. You have no choice but to actually move forward. And that in itself brings new life. The major arcana is the story of an individual's path towards completion, and there's a total of 21 cards in the major arcana part, and this is the almost like the number 9, the almost by the end of the cycle, really. And this is also signaling new life, so be embracing that new energy coming in 2025. Your let's see, you're conscious, Taurus. What are you conscious? What are you aware about right now? What is Taurus aware about? What? Three of Swords. Three of Wands in reverse. Have another three here. Three of Wands also represents new life and point of no return, looking ahead, expansion. You know, rapid growth is the card after the second here. Rapid growth, preparing for action. Actions today create tomorrow's future. And it's in reverse. So you're blocking that as well. You're blocking this growth that you have coming in because of this fear. You need to have patience and you need to have balance. Balance. 3-3. The moon, I'm being drawn to the moon, is unconscious. Has to do with illusion. Intuition versus illusions. Maybe you're scared that you're actually not being called to do this. Maybe you're imagining it because you're very grounded, Taurus. But you are being called to it. You are being called to it. You got the Judgment, you got new beginning, you got new life said here. You got patience here, you got new life being said here. You are ready, Taurus. You're absolutely ready for this. Work on that fear. Just know that you can do anything you set your mind to. But what is also meant for you will never pass you by. And if something passes you by, it was not meant for you. And it might be rerouting you because it wasn't safe or it wasn't in alignment with you. And this also has to do with the alignment, the rebirth. And have this honest evaluation with yourself. And take a moment either to meditate or to concentrate. Turn those, turn the phone off. Don't look at the shorts. Take like 5 minutes a day in complete silence in order to compress. Maybe your angels are trying to come through here for you. And they want you to listen. They want you to listen to them. So why are you not in the position you wish to be right now? What is the key that holds this unconscious? Why you're unconscious, Taurus? Why are you blocking? Either blocking for yourself, or why has it not happened the way you have wanted it to? We are looking at Taurus unconscious energy. We are getting two cards here. And it is, you have the moon again, right? So we are unconsciously looking at, you don't know if it's intuition or illusion. Is it intuition or illusion? And the only way you can find that is taking some quiet time with yourself, allowing the world around you to be a bit quiet, so you can hear your inner calling. The moon is out at night, and night is happening when it's dark. It's easy to lose your way in the dark, but you need to let the moonlight guide you so you don't fall over. And you need to walk slowly so you don't fall over. Knight of Swords. No, King of Swords, sorry. The kings are expressing their power with authority, and you have not done that. You are at a complete stalemate here, Taurus. You are not ruling your kingdom with complete authority. Maybe you're feeling like you're not good enough. Maybe you not being feeling like you know when to hold back and when to go, which would also, you know, show all the blockages that you are expressing here. And since the swords are double-sided, it's a sharp one. You need to have your intellect right. Maybe you're getting lost in that you need to have your intellect. You need to listen to your gut feeling a bit more. It's mind over matter, illusion over intuition. I feel like these need to integrate somewhat in order for you to move through these blockages that are going on. Intuition versus illusion is what getting stuck here. You're very practical, Taurus, and I think that is getting in your way a little bit right now. Dare to dream. You have dared to dream. Dare to take small steps, small actions to get towards what you want to do. Small steps every single day is better than no steps at all and being at a stalemate. Can I please have Taurus's energy for January 2025? What is you? Who are you right now? Who are you right now? Whoop, yes. Strategizing. So 7 of Swords. We got loads of swords in this reading, Taurus. 7 of Swords. This man here, he's stealing the swords from the, I want to say competing army, but it's not a competition in war. The opposite army, he's stealing the swords. So not necessarily that the right army can come in and destroy the army, but in order to leave the war without as many casualties. Maybe you don't want to be at war right now, but it's a card of strategy. So you are very strategizing right now. 7 of Swords, you know. Deception is also representing this card, but I don't really get that energy from there. Trickery, turning a blind eye. I feel like you might be turning a blind eye to what you actually need to do. You might not actually, I'm not getting confused. I'm getting a little bit like I need to look at all the cards at the same time and read them all together. And I understand that. Thank you so much. But we need to take it nice and steady here. And maybe that's the energy that you are feeling right now. Because I can't do this because of that. And I can't do this because of that. And this might lead to this. And this might lead to that. Just slow down somewhat and see what you can take away in order to move some steps forward. It's tactical. This card is about survival mode versus thriving. So you got survival mode versus thriving, intuition versus illusion. And I feel like January you need to focus on strategizing and taking small steps and focus a lot on maybe do some meditation, or not even if you're not into meditation, like have 5 minutes a day, either by the beginning of it or by the end of it, to just calm your mind down, because you got a lot of passion projects like getting started here. You're not sure if you should start or not. You're not sure if this calling is in your head or from the heart. It is from the heart. I'm looking at the heart right here, at the heart of the cards. The environment Taurus is in. What environment is Taurus in? Fairy guides, guardian angels and ancestors, please, could you give me a card representing the environment Taurus is in? I got several cards here. I'm going to take them. Knight of Cups. Cups has to do with emotion. Got a river here representing emotion as well. Knight of Cups. Diplomacy. romance, charms. There is beauty and wonder everywhere. You might just not see it because you're blocking it with all what's going on right now. You are the cups and the knights are your, your emotions, but it also has to do with your intuition. And since it is in reverse, this is also telling me that you are blocking your own intuition. And the Knight of Cups, if he's in the upright, is it's the arrival, it's a cause of celebration. And you are not celebrating something here. You're not celebrating the beauty around you. You're not celebrating your intuition. You're not celebrating what is basically coming in for you, what is even around you. You know what I said with there is beauty and wonder everywhere, and you're not really seeing that right now. The environment with the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. There's also, he's waiting here for these crops to be harvested. It's almost time. 7 is almost 10, the end of the cycle, 9 and 10, which the 10 is sort of like the end and the beginning of the cycle. You know, a circle doesn't have a beginning nor an end, it just keeps on going. But he's waiting here for these pentacles to really flourish. Maybe you're waiting for the money to be right to get started with what you're doing, but you can material. The way I need to look at it is he's waiting. It's also the card of a higher purpose, which also ties in with the Judgment, the new here. You need to look at what you can actually do for yourself here, instead of just being at a stalemate and waiting. I understand it, but you need to remove all these blockages, and it will happen, don't worry about it. Just make some time for yourself and take small steps and strategize on what you need to do. Small steps. Taking one sword away is better than not taking any swords away, right? 7 of Pentacles. Wait. Perseverance, I'm also feeling, in diligence. I feel like the waiting is the card here. You've got an energy and an environment around you with a waiting. Patience leads to perseverance. You know, a lot of work had gone on into sowing these pentacles, into cultivating these pentacles, into growing these pentacles. And there's still some time to go. And your intuition is also, and your emotions are being blocked. Why are you blocking your emotions in your wait? Because you don't want them to overthrow you in making rash decisions that can cut you later. Small steps are better than none. Right? What is the... is there anything else I need to think about here? There's a lot of swords. There's a lot of 2s. You got 2 7s here as well. 7 7, 3 3, 2 2, 10 10, 2 2 10s, 2 2 2. Major Arcana and higher minor Arcana and lower. Your intuition is waiting to pop out. It's just waiting for you to, maybe even your higher self is trying to reach out to you for moments when you have quietness around you. That's when your intuition speaks to you. And if you're wondering whether or not it's your, imagination, or if it's your intuition, if it's something that feels nice and warm and slow, and kind of just acceptance around it, it's usually your intuition. If it's something that goes quick and can be quite a bit, harsh, that might be your imagination. But it's great to imagine also where you wish yourself to be. Because let's say if you were saving money, for example, and your goal is to finish within 6 months to save $100,000, let's say that. But the goal here was $100,000. Maybe you get to 50. But if you didn't have that goal, maybe you would just gone to 10. You reach a little bit further if you have a goal. Whether that is realistic or not, you can even dial it down somewhat. But if you set a high goal from the beginning, you will probably, if you don't reach the goal, you will probably have reached further than what you would have without it. Can I get Taurus's short-term outcome for January 2025? Thank you, Spirit. You got the Magician in the upright. That's another major arcana card. It's the number 1. It's the beginning of the cycle. The Magician has to do with intention, creation, manifestation. I have the tools to create my reality. It is also blocked, but I feel like once we move through all these blockages with your intuition, making strategized steps, that's what you're doing right now. But once you actually start dialing into yourself and your intuition and your inner voice, the Magician will go into the upright. You also got the infinity number here. It's also the number 8, isn't it? Karma, money. The Magician has all the tools that he needs here from all the suits in the tarot. We've got loads of flowers. Flowers are hard to grow in the tarot. He's pointing the wand upwards and he's pointing it downwards. As above, so below. But right now it's in reverse. So you are blocking that creation by not listening to your intuition. It also has to do, the Magician is connected to both Gemini and Virgo. Virgo is another earth sign to you, and Gemini is an air sign, but we also have some air coming in this month astrologically with Aquarius. So maybe you need that wind of change and your feet firmly planted on the ground in order to grow all these flowers and to use all the tools around you that you need. Use your abilities with pure intentions and trust your inner power. It has a lot to do, this whole reading has a lot to do with your inner power and your inner voice and not getting in your own way. You're strategizing, which is absolutely great. You also need to just connect that strategizing, that airy energy with the earthy energy. And through the earthy energy, you get into the fire and the water. That intuition, that power, that strive. Yeah? That's the short-term outcome. And it will go into the upright. Like I've said, don't want you to feel like all these cards are not in the upright. They will go into the upright. All right? The long-term outcome, if Taurus is getting through these blockages, which you will be, what is the long-term outcome for Taurus? And it's the 10 of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment. Look at that. I need to put it there for the sake of the reading. But you got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Maximum expression. Peace, connection. Fulfillment. Community. Happiness. The rainbow. You got your intuition, river of intuition here growing. You got your feet firmly at the ground, on the ground, looking at the sky. That is a bit strange that I'm getting this. You got your feet planted firmly on the ground and you're accepting this wind coming in. That is what I'm getting there, which is exactly what I said also. You know, it's a deep sense of unity. I am love. You are love. You love, and therefore you are loved. And you loved because you are love. So it really, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels and Ancestors. This is really asking you to, since you're not looking at all the beauty around you, that's what we're asking, what Spirit is asking you to do, to look at the beauty around you. Yes, there might have been some waiting and some stalemate going on, but look at the beauty around you, and in the beauty around you, look at the beauty within you. Because if you start with yourself and start loving yourself and start accepting that it is okay to be where I am right now, nothing will pass me by that is meant for me, and start loving the situation, because you know, you can decide whether or not you want to laugh at something or if you want to cry because of it. Sometimes you just need to laugh, and it might have been a little bit difficult here because I feel like you've been up in all your head here, thinking. But the long-term outcome is for everything to go into the upright. It was actually the best card we could get in order to confirm if you're going on the right track here. All the cards will go into the upright, and this is what I really feel like I want to focus on this. I want to hold it up again, like focus on it. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, is a maximum expression. It's getting the rainbow and getting gratitude. You know, the children are singing or dancing, and you know, they're holding each other's backs. That is what you need to focus on. And I'm also getting this weight here. Listen to your intuition, I've said. This weight is still like, that's the environment around you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to take actions through this environment that you're in. You need to take actions in order to move ahead. And yes, the sword, you know, the intellect, the thoughts, it can cut. Positive or negative is double-sided. It can be used for good and it can be used for bad in war. But I feel like there's a balance here. There's a lot of balance going on. So you need to balance your intellect with your intuition, and you need to really tap down into that gut feeling of yours that you've not been really daring to listen to, because you know the answer. You know the answer is waiting there. Thank you so much. I'm going to move on from that energy, and I'm going to pull 3 cards. What does Taurus need to hear for January 2025? What does Taurus need to hear going into January 2025? I'm asking you to pop them straight out. Yes, thank you very much. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. Is there pride going on here that's blocking you? Is it pride blocking you, Taurus? What else does Taurus need to hear going into January? Oh, thank you so much. Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter of moon. Adjustments are required. Taking that time to pause, connect with yourself, do something that you love. Maybe you've not really been connected with yourself because you've not been doing things that you really, really love, or just things, not necessarily like meditation, but things that you can do without even thinking or using your mind. Maybe that's what you need to be connected with. Creativity, it's also creativity in art. Maybe you like to paint or be creative in your home, or you know, seeing a little bit of result maybe. But even when you're not seeing results, and as long as you're doing something, you are getting there. But you need to connect to that, oh, thank you so much, to that beauty around you. A new romantic cycle begins, and you got the scales on there. The new moon in Libra, you got the scales, which also has to do with balance. Romantic cycle doesn't necessarily mean like a romantic, like a love endeavor, but you know, it could also be the love to you, the romance that you need in your life, the balance that you need in your life. And that's also what we had here, because if you love yourself and balance yourself, you balance the love that you see around you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels and Ancestors. I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much, Taurus, for being here. You can find my official links in the description below. I'm not anywhere else on the internet if it's not listed down below. But I really hope that this has helped you and that you've had some, that it's been resonating with you. If it has, please leave me a like. Please leave me a comment. I love to get connected with you guys. And hopefully, Taurus, I see you in February's reading. Take care.